Hey everyone, and welcome back to another shell finding adventure. It is a glorious sunny day. My goodness, I have not had enough glorious sunny days lately. I've just spotted this one here. The opening of it looks like there's no creature, I am not sure. Is that like a piece of a creature in there? That doesn't look like the whole creature. I think it's still alive. It's still got like a red tip in there. I think this is a live Hebrew cone, or at least like dazed or whatever. I might put him back somewhere under a rock. He smells very not alive, so he is a fine one to take. I'm not sure if I want to take him though. Next up, something simple, something that I like to find anyway, even though it's one of the more common shells. It is a lovely little graceful cowrie. Wow, that spot on top is very nice. It feels pretty good too. I think he'll be a shiny one. Sir, do you have a crab inside? Ooh, it's a pebble. There is just a giant pebble in there. I saw that because the spire on this guy looks nice and pointy. Oh my. This one is a variable strom, I believe. It's a very nice little conch shell that doesn't really turn up here that often. This is about as big as they get as well. I turned around and suddenly that was behind me. Hello, good sir. I had to kind of like reach it fast because I think there's a couple of waves coming to try to knock it away. I've had a lot of luck with these lately. It is a very beautiful little donkey cowrie. Yeah, that would have taken him away. Got some very nice dark thick banding on top too. Right in my shadow, I did just smush a pile of shell grit, and this one popped out. Wow, that is a bit of wind. Sorry, everyone. Got myself a lovely little music cone. Got all of its beautiful little patterns intact on it. Right under the water here, I've spotted probably a live guy, considering that wave didn't wash him away. Yeah, he is stuck to the bottom. I won't pick him up because otherwise it might be hard to get him situated in the current again. It is a live giant hairy triton shell. Where was it? Yeah, that looks like a zebra volute with its tip. Yeah, there we go. I was waiting for a crab to poke its head out because the crabs always get first crack at the shells, of course, and they're out in force in this beautiful weather. There we go. My goodness, I am suddenly having zebra volute luck between this one and the last one. That is very, very nice. Is that an operculum? Yes, of course it is. Been seeing a lot of operculums lately, a lot of broken ones and a lot of nice ones as well. This is an operculum from a turban shell. They're nice, kind of thick, round, but they kind of feel like almost chalky but not chalky. They're a really odd sort of thing to find. Well, I've looped back around kind of closer to the shore. I noticed this sitting in the pile here. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure if it's going to dry a shiny one, but he's still got some of his like little brown speckles on top. And of course, you can see that lovely banding underneath. This guy is a cat cowrie, and he's a pretty nice size too. I literally just looked up and noticed that. My goodness, is that what I think it is? And it does appear to be empty. Lovely purple on the inside. This one is a type of droop shell. I think it was the my goodness, the bi-coloured droop. It was something like that. I'll have to look it up with a bi-coloured rock shell. Very cool. They are very unusual to find here, especially in nice condition like this. Well, I want that one as well because it looks joined. Yeah, it's just a little Venus shell. My goodness, I have no idea which Venus that is, except that it was eaten because that's a predator hole right there. Poor little fella. I'm still near the shore, and I was standing here like poking this bonnet because I'm like, I wonder how much is actually there. You know, it's broken. I wasn't going to take it. I just wanted to see how broken it was, you know, as you do. Let me get around a bit. Look, this guy was just sitting right here, like right underneath it. Oh, I saw the base of that and I thought, oh, is it going to be one that's not shiny on top like the one I found last time? Oh my goodness. All I saw was that, like this much was hiding underneath that coral. It got dislodged when I brought out the bonnet. What? That feels very nice. The bumps are entirely preserved. Like they are not worn away at all. Those bumps are freaking lovely. I'm freaking out. This is a very nice cowrie. It is an absolutely beautiful grape cowrie, also called the stippled cowrie because of those stipplings. Oh, it's very blue. It's so nice. I think this is going to be a very shiny one. How does this one look amongst the shell grit? It's like its back's nice. Its front is pretty nice too. Okay, we're going to take this one. I believe that is a very lovely scaly scallop. Got some beautiful white patterning through it as well. Second zebra volute today in the deep hole of deep things. Oh, he's just a little one. Actually, no, they can get a lot smaller, like a lot more juvenile, but he's not like a maximum size one. They can get probably twice as large as this. Oh my goodness, his tip is so knobbly and adorable. Yeah, that one's a firm keeper. Hello, sir. Are you any good? We are on the, oh, it's empty. We are on the windy side of the lighthouse, usually where I get the Spangler's trumpets from. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can find any more. It's a bit kind of like, windy and wavy out here, so, you know, fingers crossed. Oh, big fella. Big one. Do you have crab? I absolutely cannot tell if it's got a crab or not in it. This is one I'm going to have to keep an eye on. Wow, it is a very large Gaia Triton. Looks very nice on that bottom. Got a big white crusty bit on top. Those big white crusty bits are very hard to get off, but you can do it. Anyway, yep, that's another great one for the rock pools on the windy side of the lighthouse. Ooh, 2 steps away from my Gaia Triton, it's another Hebrew cone. This one definitely does look empty, even though it still has its orangey yellow periostracum on the outside. That's gonna bleach away to leave it looking like a very nice white and black shell. My goodness, when I found the first one, I was quite disappointed that I left it behind because it did have a residual animal in there, but this one is definitely a better one to take. Oh, those white cowrie teeth look pretty good, Mr. Hermit Crab. You absolutely do not want this one. There we go. Got myself a yellow tinted cowrie. It looks pretty green right now, but these guys do fade to be a much yellower color once the shell material dries out. Oh, is that a second bruised cone? Let's take a look at it. It's... yeah, oh my goodness, look at that giant healed break in the side of it. And yes, it does look like an empty shell. Looks like that's just a bit of shell grit in there. The first one I found didn't have much of its patterns on it, but this one's still got like its stripe of brown there, a bit of purple on the base. This one's actually got a pretty nice point as well. My goodness, that healed break right there makes it look funny though, doesn't it? But it should clean up very well. The water level has dropped nice and low on this side now. I would not have been able to find this one before. Hello, good sir. That is a very nice cherry cowrie by the looks of it. I never find, you know, very shiny ones here, or if I do, it's only like once or twice ever. This is a very nice one though, probably not shiny, but still got a very lovely orange color. It's also sometimes called, or mostly called, the carnelian cowrie. There is a couple of snakeheads down there. I don't think that one looks any good. I'm sorry, I'll show it. No, I lost it. The other one looks a bit shinier though. Yeah, actually, wow. Yeah, okay, that is a very nice snakehead. I was kind of like, I've been hit and miss on snakeheads today. I've picked up, you know, half a dozen every time I come to the beach lately, and almost none of them are shiny. Look at the pattern on this guy. All of his spots have kind of like smushed into like a golden solid color instead of spots. That is very cute. And wait, is there anything in there? No, that's just a little bit of a pebble. He is fine to take. There is a little bonnet under there. Is it a whole one? Oh, push it. Wait, it is a whole one. I was expecting that to be completely broken. I've come across at least 5 completely broken bonnets today. That's very, very cute. It is a little checkerboard bonnet, sometimes called a checkered bonnet. Got a little bit missing out of its tip, but they almost always do. They get knocked on stuff very quickly. This one's quite a young one. It's a very small size. They're usually like at least twice as big when they're adults. Okay, I just looked down to like check my footing. I did not see that. I pushed on it and it feels like a whole one. It is a whole one. Look at him. He is extremely calcified, but it is another carnelian cowrie. Yes, he is very white. He's going to dry looking very white too, I'd say. Except he's got a nicer color than the first one. I kind of wonder if I could get the wet sandpaper on this guy. I see 2 of them. I think it might be like a pair. I think it is a pair, yes, on the verge of splitting apart. Here we go. I've only just recently started to see like some very rare ones of these still joined. I'm sorry, my camera's having a hard time with it. There we go. It is an orange cockle shell. Very nice. This is obviously a very fresh one with still a little bit of a join right at that hinge there. Very cool. This crab down here has one of the nicest hairy tritons I've seen. This is a shouldered triton, I think. Still got some hair on it, so it's a type of hairy triton. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm just going to pick it up and admire it for a second before putting it back down where I got it from. There you go, Mr. Krabby. Thank you for letting me look at your home. Wow, look at this guy. Is it a live one? Oh, wait, is it? Wait, is it? Yes, there is a crab in there. I don't know how many of you guys can see it, but there is a crab in there. So every time I pick up an operculum, I say that it's from a turban type of shell, from a military turban, and I say, I never find the military turbans. Well, this is one of them. My goodness, the crab's sure got some lovely shells this time. I don't know if he would trade it out to me. I might spare 20 minutes to see if he will, though. I don't really have anything good to trade out for, but I'll eat my lunch and see what happens. I am standing well back, by the way. This one seems particularly skittish. This crab is thoroughly interested in that bonnet. I am like low-key excited for a new turban shell right now. It fell over. Are you kidding me? You fell over, you silly dumb crab. I'm sorry, you're not dumb. Oh, is he going into the bonnet? Oh my goodness, he is stretching. I wish I could zoom in more. I really, really cannot. He is. Oh my goodness. Oh, did I just get that? Oh my goodness, I got the turban shell, everyone. Oh, Mr. Hermit Crab, I am so sorry I did call you a dumb crab for falling over. I dare say that damage right there is what Mr. Hermit Crab did to this military turban, because he did not fit in very well. He was like way at the back. He needed more like room at the front, which is why I think he like moved into the bonnet. Yeah, you can see he's like right at the front there. It's easy for him to like peek out. When I lifted him up before, it was very hard for him to peek out. He was very deep inside the shell. That is very cool. Look at this guy. Very lovely patterns on him. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like pink and green. It looked a lot wider when I picked it up before. This is one that will need mineral oil on it. That is a very cool turban shell. These guys are much more common down south, like in northern New South Wales. But yeah, they still show up here from time to time, but just not in the rock pools. This is very exciting. Oh my God. And also I am going to put this hermit crab a bit closer to where I got him from, because this rock pool over here, hermit crabs seem to avoid it. So I don't know if it's really good for them. I'm going to put him back up near his friend over here. Sir, would you like a Spangler's trumpet? Can I get all the pretty shells from the hermit crabs today? No, the hairy triton crab did not want to trade out for the Spangler's trumpet. It looks like bits of shells have just gathered over here. I actually saw the moon snail first. Let's take a look at you. It's, it's got something inside of it. It's not a bad moon snail. Got a little bit of a hole there, but pretty good. I also want to check out the Spangler's trumpet. It's, oh my goodness. Okay, I was not expecting that to be a whole one. Oh, let me just get out of that wind for a second. Yeah, because Spangler's trumpets are either broken or occupied by like a crab on this side of the beach. That is a very large one, my goodness. I mean, I'm guessing, there was like sand in it, I'm guessing it's not occupied. That is a very, very good size. I can't remember the last time I found one this big. Yeah, right down there. It looks a bit like scuffed on the side, but very nice otherwise. It's just a little Jackson's Venus. There is like the teensiest bright blue fish down there. I just thought he was very cool and I wanted to show it for a second. Anyway, yep, let's go check the sand before finishing up today. Holy butts, everyone. Like, I've just been walking along a very, very like non-existent rack line, picking up some of the most like typicalist of things. This one is just sitting here. Are you whole? It is all, everyone. Oh my God. Look at this one, everyone. He's super shiny. You'd think it's like a grape cowrie, but it isn't. Grape cowries have those ridges on the bottom going all the way to the sides of the shell. This one kind of stops like halfway through. This means it is a Limacina cowrie, also called the slug-like cowrie and the file cowrie. This one's got like no bumps on top. It is very dark as well. That is a very cool shell. Limacinas are very hard to find here. They're very uncommon. This is like super stunning. And you know what? I wasn't going to subject you guys to neurites today, but here we go. We're going to get a blotched neurite as well. That is a very cute one. I'm just going to pick up a couple of shiny blotched neurites if I see them. Oh, that's another very nice one. So here are the shell finds for today. And if you've enjoyed them, please hit that like button for me and subscribe if you want to see more shelling adventures. Well, everyone, it was one of those days where I like started putting my shells out and I thought, wow, I forgot I picked that one up. Oh, I forgot I picked that one up too. There was a lot of very interesting shell finds, even though there wasn't actually a lot to find in the rock pools. And of course, it is time to talk about a favorite now. So if you do have a favorite as well, please let me know down in the comments. I do want to give some special mentions. First one is to this guy who I absolutely forgot that I found. The bicolored rock shell. I'll need to, research that again. I can never remember these ones' name off the top of my head. I also want to give a special mention to the lovely zebra volutes. Got a couple of nice ones. I think this one's probably the best. He just looks very, very cute. And you know what? Maybe there's a nice Gaia triton there. Maybe a nice special mention to the beautiful shiny snakehead. Been a while since I found a really good shiny one, although I did get a nice one last time as well. But as for my favorites, you know what? I think I've got 3 favorites today. It's never easy to just pick 1 or 2 these days. The first favorite goes to, probably the least of the favorites, I think, is this super dark Limacina. I think it might still be sub-adult. It's still got a lot of color on that base right there. It's not super duper shiny. It's pretty shiny though, but it's not super glossy. That's the only reason why it's the least of the favorites. Otherwise, that is pretty high up there. I do like that one a lot. You know what? Oh my goodness. You know what? The next favorite, because it's probably not as good as the grape cowrie, is this guy. I did cheat a bit. I put my sunscreen on the shell so it would bring back his nice colors, because it is a little bit white and been sitting around for a while. It is a beautiful military turban. Can I do this one-handed? So yeah, the operculums come from military turbans just like that. So close enough anyway. Actually, the swirl goes on the inside, but yeah, the operculums come from these guys. And the top favorite today, my goodness, I can't believe I found it. It is so shiny, so super duper glossy. Look at that. It gleams. It is quite small too. It is a lovely grape cowrie, just a very small sized one. I've got no idea why there's a big white spot on it. It might dry out to be entirely that color eventually. But anyway, enough rambling. That one is my absolute favorite for the day. And that's it for this time, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.